So today's pretty cool, getting trained with Simeon.
We're here at Golds, by the way.
Very, very kind of him.
Golds Gym.
I've come
training with James.
Yeah, I've come
legend
from
UK.
Oh, legend. I don't
of course, man. Everyone knows.
The reason I'm training arms is because he's got good arms, so let's do his ideas. But he's let me lead the way today. So we're going to do some isolation on arms first. Get something that's nice and fixed where we ain't got no elbow swing. Get the blood in the bicep. Sure. Then we'll hit some tricep with an isolation as well. And then we'll take the swing in it a little bit, so we'll move into like a free weight exercise. Dope. So once they're warm, we can really...
Yeah.
And probably do the same for triceps as well. We'll kind of make it up as we go along, but there is kind of a set plan. And if his arms are looking pumped enough, then I'll be happy. If they're not, then we'll have to make it more intense. So it's going to be a little bit instinctive. But
it's going to be fun, man.
Yeah, it'll be good. So let's go see what we got. So yeah, we got a gym in the UK called King's in Croydon, so not too far from where Simeon used to reside.
Yeah.
And it's funny because we only opened like a year and a half ago, and it feels like it's been around a lot longer. And we're always extending, always trying to improve. And lately we've kind of added another 3,000 square feet. So we're trying to make it the UK
up.
Yeah, definitely. So
and do you know what it was? It's the reason why everyone's going there is the atmosphere. It's the first thing that everyone talks about. And I trained there, like, I think I trained there like twice. But the first time I went there, I was like, okay, I see it straight away.
Yeah, we caught up
straight away
that time. So you were hitting back
straight away, you know.
And so it says a lot about atmosphere, vibe. Again, if something on here feels really light, Sim, just go with it.
I always start like,
same. I'm not old, but I am old. So we're going to be like hitting like 12 to 15 just to get the blood into the bicep. It's just to literally get that mind muscle connection. Like I said, we're going to hit these first, and then we're going to follow up some like free weight movement stuff, so we can like pretty much overload the biceps. Just smash up the bits basically.
But you know what it is? It's not even just. It's also you as well. You know that, like, because people mention you, and it's because if you have the right individual that's running it, like, people respect you, you know, and they like you as well. So you know you got a good aura about you. So people are like, James is doing it.
It's like yourself, Sim. If you have a humble beginning and you remain that way, and people see that, they're happy to invest in you.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Whereas if you come across a certain way, like if you change, that's where there's an issue. And because we haven't changed, we just kept the same person. People can still come up to you, have a conversation. We can do what we're doing now. We train, but we can still talk. And because you're personable, people will come there and spend time. Yeah, definitely. This is getting heavy quite quick now. One more. Nice heavy set. Good, there's another two at least. Yeah, again. Good, one more. We're going to slightly reduce the weight on the set. A couple of force reps again, but just slightly higher rep range. So instead of being like maybe for me 6 to 8, now maybe 10 to 12. Your strength on that was good, so you can probably go close to the same weight again, and then we'll move on from that point. All right, 2 more. Good, you've got loads in you. Come on. Yeah, 2 more. Yes. 1 more. Come on, squeeze it up. Yeah, that's the one. Nice. Squeeze. Loads. That's why you got good. Let's make them even better. Good. Let's go. 3 more. 2 more from now. Yeah, 2 more from now. Squeeze. 1 more with me. All the way. So what we're going to do is some tricep extension. We're going to use dual rope or a long rope, just so we get full contraction with the tricep. The problem that occurs sometimes when you're using a single rope on its own is that once you get down to here, because it's a short rope, you can't fully extend. So we're just going to manipulate it to suit so we get full extension on the triceps.
Tension stuff is fantastic. That's when you get the most ridiculous pump ever.
The thing is, because obviously if you're contracting a muscle and it's under tension, your heart's pumping blood in there to remain contracted. Yeah. So you're essentially making the set harder with lighter weight. Yeah. But it's also, it will give you a better pump.
Oh,
it will give you a better
sure.
pump.
That's for sure.
Yeah, you trust it. Also as well, if you take the acceleration out of the movement, so like when you're contracting your tricep, instead of trying to get it down, do it as quick as possible. If you just push it down, press it down, move it in a good manner, the contraction is strong. See that tempo? It's just consistent. Look at that. Yes. Get your shoulders back a little bit more now. Now pinch these together. There you go. There you go. We're going to like flex the tricep at the bottom, so it's full extension of the bicep, and then we're going to tilt the wrists out slightly, so you're just supinating, just curling up to there. But we're not letting the elbows come too far forward. We're going to keep them a little bit back. So it's just kind of that kind of thing. Probably like just do 20 reps to get your form.
20?
Once you establish that nice form, then we'll get that secondary weight as well. Treat the arms like your legs, because if he was doing leg press now, this is basically what I tried to do is I tried to remember, even though we're doing a bicep exercise, the tricep's still the antagonist. So as he's lowering that weight and flexing the tricep at the bottom, it's acting as the antagonist muscle. So you're still working it, but you're working it from a different perspective.
I haven't felt a pump like that in a while. Like literally, it didn't even want to move from there.
We'll do some pause reps. So what we're going to do is we come to the bottom of the movement, try and do like a 2 to 3 count, and the same at the top. So it's going to be very excruciating because holding yourself up is hard, holding yourself down is hard. Put them together and it's going to be double hard. Right, if we hit 10, then we just pump them out, yeah?
James is trying to kill me, man. He's trying to kill me. He's making it look easy and doing it nice and smooth. It is hard. Let's not pretend. It is hard.
You know what it is? It's because I've lost weight over the last few weeks, so it feels easy for me. Because I'm usually a fat bastard. So we're going to do the same again, because naturally fatigue's going to kick in. So we'll try and do the 10 again, then try and follow up with like 20. I reckon 3 rounds of that would be enough to bust our ass up.
What's the process behind always like doing exercise to failure? Like you started the first exercise and you almost were going to failure.
It's just to force adaptation, because obviously if you're not taking your body to failure every now and then, it has no cause for adaptation, because obviously it's capable. So you need to take it out of where it's capable in order for it to then adjust and evolve to be able to deal with the new stimulus. So you're just trying to cause new stimulus. That's all it is. It's really simple. But I think a lot of us are guilty of not doing it often enough, because obviously training's fun. Sometimes we train on our own and it's hard to go to failure because you haven't got someone there to push you beyond that point. But what you will notice is if you do go to those points every now and then, you will see progression. So try and do it. Like, it doesn't have to be every workout, but you know, one of every few, and you will see yourself adjust and become better.
This is why I asked James to lead. Like, training's fun, and sometimes you do need a new stimulus, a new way of doing things, and I knew this would be exciting and would be different, you know? There's no point us hitting it and then I'm doing what I normally do. I want to see what James does, and this is fantastic, man. I feel fantastic. The pump is absolutely ridiculous. My arms are literally just hanging on my sides right now.
You're not done yet either.
And it feels good, it feels good.
Again, with this, trying to hit the tricep, what you want to try and do is not anchor too much forward. You want to try and kick up and back. See how I'm lifting my chest at the top? So you're kind of coming down, kick back.
Yeah, look. And you get the head, you can see the head squeeze when it goes back. Squeeze, yeah.
Because if I remain here,
no, you're not getting the full, yeah, I see it completely.
So there's only 3 exercises per body part really, so 6 in total. Because of the quality of what you've chosen to do, you know, if we didn't do something that's so compound and so strenuous, probably could have got away with maybe 4 exercises on triceps. But today I think 3 will be enough. So we'll do 1 more bicep exercise and we'll do 1 more tricep exercise.
See, which is a bit different from what I do. You guys know what I normally do, maybe 4 to 5 exercises, but I do a lot of volume, so I do like 8 to 10 sets on all of those. But this is completely different. We're friggin' going straight to exhaustion on like the 3rd or 4th sets, and yeah, so it all depends on your style of training. I mean, we did 2 quick warm-ups and then went straight into the heavy sets. What I normally do, you know, I warm up, get to the heavy sets, and then I come back down. Just a different strategy, but as you see, you know, working with what works for you is best.
Although me and Simeon both aim to obviously develop muscle, there is not one way. So
there's not one way at all. I always say it. I say to people, they always say, what's the best way to this? And I say, look, I'll stand next to another bodybuilder with a great physique. We'll both tell you different strategies. But the good thing is to listen to your body, find something you enjoy, because when you enjoy training, that's when you can keep it consistent. So a style that you enjoy, but it's got to be intense. That's the only factor that is really common between everyone. It's got to be intense. Intensity is what's going to give you the gains, you know?
Yeah. So you can be intense across all rep ranges. Yeah. Someone might be a 100 rep kind of guy, someone might be a 6 rep guy, but as long as it equates to intensity, then you're going to develop. And again, strength is not just one rep range. No. You want to be strong over 100 reps, or you want to be strong over 10.
I love that.
It's all progressive.
I love that. I try and express that to people, that when I'm trying to improve, it's not just with 1 rep maxes. 1 rep maxes is fantastic, but you should always have a number in your head of the number of reps you get with a certain weight, and you should be trying to improve on that, and then increase gradually. That's how you make progress.
I'm trying to aim above the head a little bit.
Okay.
15 reps. Driving up as energy come up. There you go, that's it.
difference for you in this? Is it just the failure early on?
I think it's because, you know how I always warm up, then go heavy. It's like the warm-ups here are 1, 2, bam, let's go. You know, so it's a little bit different, you know, so, because like, normally I'll do like, my heavy sets wouldn't come till like, maybe the 5th.
Yeah, maybe
fifth,
like,
sixth, and
you spend more time building up to it.
Yeah, but now I'm straight in, which is cool, and I'm enjoying it, but it's just different from what
I admittedly, you have to probably train more similar to Simeon.
Yeah.
But because what's your training frequency like? Do you train nearly every day?
Every day, yeah.
Because I found what it was for me personally. I hit a limit with how I was able to grow.
Okay.
So what I had to do was pull back the amount of times I trained.
And just go ham on the days that you do.
And get there quicker.
Yeah.
So I'm actually a relatively low volume person versus Simeon.
Okay.
So a lot of that is genetic. So it's not like just because you like to do it and you don't. I tried things that worked and didn't.
Yeah.
Simeon's a great responder to what he does.
Yeah.
It would work for me to a certain extent, but I've had to definitely pull back and just go in.
It's funny, when I first started training, because I haven't been doing this strategy since the beginning, you know. Before, I used to do like maybe 6 sets, and after my first or second, I'm in.
Yes.
And it was just heavy, right until the end.
So then did you hit a plateau with that?
I did, of course, yeah.
So then,
of course.
What does that tell you? That tells you that no matter what you do,
you're going to plateau on it.
And when you do?
Yeah, you have to switch it up.
Yeah. All right, let's try again. I'm going to try and get a little bit longer hold now because what we've done is had a little bit of a rest, so we'll try and really lengthen it. Woo.
So today's Thursday, so normally I'll be doing shoulders, but because I've done arms, it will affect my shoulder workout. So tomorrow, I'm gonna have a complete different strategy to my shoulders routine, because obviously you guys, some of you might know, some of you might not. When you're doing any kind of shoulder work, any presses, you're using your triceps, and I've killed triceps today, so it will affect my shoulder workout. So in terms of how you lay out your routine, you need to give certain muscles a rest before doing another muscle. So for example, I hit chest on a Monday and I don't hit shoulders until Thursday, giving the muscles that are also working on chest day a rest before shoulders. You know, things like my triceps, upper chest, etc. They get a rest before hitting them again on Thursday. So you structure your routine to make sure that each muscle group has adequate rest, you know? So yeah, tomorrow's gonna be interesting.
I imagine tomorrow will be a heavy lateral day.
Yeah, exactly that. Exactly, because obviously I haven't really used those as much as I've been killing my triceps. So all the compound presses, like my military press, etc., they might take a beating tomorrow, you know? So yeah.
So that's like kind of, if I train back and legs quite close together, what I'll make sure is I don't do any heavy lower back loading on one or the other. So if I deadlifted on back day, I wouldn't squat on leg day, I'll do hack squat or leg press.
Yeah, give it a break.
And then if I did do stiff leg deadlift on back leg day, if I didn't do deadlift, then I would do bent over rows and stuff.
Yeah,
so it's the same principle. Saving.
Just be aware of what muscles you're using with different muscle groups, you know?
So tomorrow, Simeon's going to do 100 sets of lateral raises.
Lateral raises and front
sets.
raises and
all of this. Same structure. What we're doing now, guys, we're just trying to hit the outer tricep a little bit more. So you've got like the short head. It will hit the long head as well, but prioritise the short head. And what you want to do is you want to kind of kick it as you come down. So with my hand, I'm trying to twist it a little bit. Nice. You want it to be hard, you want to get tired on this, so you're going to do everything in your power to slow it down, keep it strict, try and keep that shoulder tight to the body. That's dead already, so I'm going to do rest pause on my left arm, I'm going to do left arm, so not wait for too long. So we're going to do like a 20 count now. I'm going to go back on this arm again, twice over. So you start failing a lot sooner. So I've got one more round with that left side, and again the reps are probably going to drop again even more. It's just one of those things that happens. It's just that natural, build up of lactic acid in that muscle group is just going to force fatigue a lot sooner. So another 10 seconds, and then we'll go back in. And then Simeon's going to do the same. He's going to fatigue one arm, and then we'll go into our other arms as well. Last one. This last one, he's going to use his right arm just to give himself a spot for 2 to 3 reps. Yeah, just give yourself only what you need. Only what you need. That's it, a little bit. One more.
Oh!
Good. Good, that's perfect, that's good.
This is like the ultimate finisher, because I'm telling you, after that last set, this arm don't want no more. It don't want no more.
Seriously, it's just an ideal finisher because of the technique. Because rest pause is probably the only one that really takes you to true failure. Yeah. Like true failure.
True failure.
And you want that at the end of the workout. So. Look at that.
Only gave himself what he needed.
That's it, just what you need. No more, no less. Pull it as well you can, and then just assist. That's perfect.
Woo! Awesome. That was dope, man.
It is what it is. It's not like you don't have to be in it for hours. If you choose quality, then you can get things done pretty quick. Again, like we said earlier though, don't get me wrong, if you want to be in the gym for hours, you can. There's nothing wrong with that. But everything works to a certain extent. This was just a chance for myself to share some of what I would do with Simeon, because Simeon and I don't train together. So it was nice for me to have the opportunity to just share a little bit of what I do.
And I friggin' love that. That was like sometimes people always say, oh, who's the best person you've trained with? And I always say, look, man, you train with different people, you're gonna get different styles, and you never know what the person's gonna be like. Actually, before we trained, I said to Jake, I've not trained with him. I don't know how we're gonna vibe, but we'll see. Because he said, is there gonna be a lot of talking? I said, I don't know. We'll see. And it's been fantastic. I've had a great friggin' session, man, and I've learned a lot as well, which is awesome.
The thing is, next time though, now I got to do what Simeon wants.
Yeah. So next time we train, it's gonna be lots of volume, lots of sets, and yeah, it should be good, man. But that was dope, man.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate that, guys. Thank you very much.
Peace.